2026 is the 20th year that Adaptive will be in business, but we'd be long gone if it weren't for the people that we'd hired along the way. Now, technology is a bit of a weird little gig because we really need to hire people that are technically capable, but they also need to be able to break down complex ideas into explanations that your mom could understand. There are so many acronyms in my business that at one point, SNL and Jimmy Fallon made sketches about how bad IT service was. And I've said it in the past, and I will undoubtedly say it again. I did not start a tech company. I started a service company. So let's go over what makes Adaptive staff different. And if you're somebody looking for a job with us, this will also help you figure out whether you might be a fit. The first tagline that we had at Adaptive that we used to share at networking events was that we were not Geek Squad. Both Stefan and I had come from a company where the owner used to confuse his customers with complex proposals just so he could sell more. And it felt really bad having to implement those solutions. So when we started our own company and began looking for staff, we looked for people who could speak both tech and human because we weren't trying to confuse our customers. That's what we're still looking for today. It's one of the hardest jobs that we have, finding the right people and keeping them happy. But I'd like to think that we've done a pretty good job, and our statistics would tend to confirm that. Our average staff member has been with us for over 5 years, and our retention rate year over year is extraordinary because we care about our people and we take good care of them. Now we've evolved. Today, we're looking for people that can not only explain what DNS, DHCP, and NAT translation are, but also people that have confidence, competence, and empathy. Those are the tenets of good customer service, in our opinion. When I talk to any sort of technician, whether it's for my car or my home internet, I want them to empathize with my problem. I want to know and feel like they care. If they don't have that, it's a non-starter. They also have to have confidence, and by that I mean they have to give me the impression that they're going to be able to solve the problem. And finally, of course, they need to actually be able to solve the problem, which is the competence part. As the team has grown, we've become increasingly concerned with culture. Obviously, we have to have a bit of a kumbaya feel here. We want people to feel happy. The old adage of people don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad bosses is something that we keep top of mind. So we're looking for people that we don't have to micromanage, that really embrace a team culture, because often in our business, our team are either out in the field or working remotely from home, and we can't afford to constantly be looking over their shoulders. Working for us means that you're going to be given certain tasks that need to be done, and the expectation is that you'll get them accomplished. If you can't, you'll reach out to the rest of the team and elevate it. You need to have some initiative. You need to be a self-starter that can also accurately recognize when you're over your head. But once you have an issue, you have to own it, and you need to make sure it gets done, even if you need to go get help. You hear professional coaches say all the time, that player plays the game the right way. And in our business, that means having some documentation discipline so that when you do something, the next person coming along behind you can also succeed. It means having an insatiable curiosity because you can't be a great technical person these days unless you're continually learning. And here's the most important thing. You gotta really want to work here. If you're not really excited to get on our bus, you're not going to fit. We need people with a positive attitude that like to do what they do and that want to work with us. That's it. That's what we look for. If this sounds like you, then maybe you're a fit for Adaptive. You should reach out to us at jobs@adaptive.ca, and maybe you'll be the next team member. We'd love to have you aboard. If these things sound like traits you'd want your IT company looking for in their staff, then maybe Adaptive is the right managed services company for you. In either case, in this ever-changing IT landscape, be adaptive. See you next time.